Most people are killing their indoor plants, not because they don't care, but because they're planting them the wrong way in tall pots. If you've ever wondered why your plant looks healthy for a few weeks and then suddenly starts yellowing, drooping, or rotting at the bottom, this might be the reason. Tall pots look beautiful, modern, and expensive, but inside they can silently destroy your plant if you don't set them up correctly. Water collects at the bottom, roots suffocate, and soil becomes soggy without you even noticing. But here's the good news. There is a simple, professional method used by plant experts to turn any tall decorative pot into a perfect home for indoor plants. In this video, you'll learn exactly how to plant in a tall pot the right way, from drainage secrets to soil layering, plant selection, and watering techniques that actually work. By the end, you'll know how to make your indoor plants not just survive, but thrive and grow beautifully in tall pots like a designer setup. Let's fix your plant game forever. Section 1. Choosing the right tall pot, the THE. First and most important step in planting indoor plants in a tall pot is choosing the right container. Many people make the mistake of buying a tall decorative pot based only on looks. But what matters more is what's happening inside the pot, not outside. A proper tall pot must have drainage holes at the bottom. Without drainage, water gets trapped inside the soil, leading to root rot, the #1 killer of indoor plants. If your decorative pot does not have holes, don't worry. You can still use it by placing a smaller nursery pot inside it. This is actually a technique used by professional indoor gardeners. Stability is another key factor. Tall pots can easily tip over if the base is too narrow or the plant becomes top-heavy. Always choose a pot with a wide and heavy base, especially for tall plants like fiddle-leaf figs or snake plants. Material also matters. Ceramic and terracotta pots are excellent because they allow slight airflow and help control moisture. Plastic pots are lighter and easier to move, but they retain more water, so you must be careful with watering. Size is equally important. A pot that is too large will hold excess soil and water, which can suffocate roots. A pot that is too small will restrict growth. Ideally, choose a pot that gives the plant roots a little extra room, but not too much empty space. Think of your tall pot like a foundation for a house. If the base is weak or poorly designed, everything you build on top will struggle. Choosing the right tall pot is not just step 1. It is the foundation of your plant's entire life. Section 2. Drainage layer. The secret everyone skips. If there is one secret that separates healthy indoor plants from dying ones, it is this: proper drainage inside a tall pot. Because tall pots are deep, water naturally flows downward and collects at the bottom. Without a drainage system, the roots sit in stagnant water, which leads to root rot, fungus, and eventually plant death. To prevent this, you need to create a drainage layer at the bottom of the pot before adding soil. Start by placing a layer of materials such as small stones or pebbles, broken ceramic pieces, expanded clay balls. This layer acts like a safety zone. It creates space for excess water to collect away from the roots. However, there is a smarter way to do this in tall pots. Instead of filling the entire bottom half with heavy stones, you can use a combination of lightweight fillers like LECA or even empty plastic bottles or foam pieces covered with mesh. This reduces weight while still improving drainage. One important rule: do not mix soil directly into this drainage layer. Keep it separated so water can move freely downward. Another pro tip is using a mesh screen or fabric layer between the soil and drainage materials. This prevents soil from sinking into the bottom layer over time. Think of the drainage layer as the hidden insurance policy of your plant. You may never see it, but it is working every single day to protect the roots from drowning. Without this step, even the most beautiful plant will slowly decline in a tall pot. With it, your plant gets a healthy root environment where it can grow strong, stable, and long-lasting. Section 3. Lightweight fill-in soil layering. Once your drainage system is ready, the next step is something most beginners completely ignore: proper soil layering inside a tall pot. If you fill a tall pot entirely with heavy soil, three problems happen. The pot becomes extremely heavy, drainage becomes inefficient, and the lower soil stays overly wet for too long. This creates the perfect environment for root rot. That's why professionals never fill tall pots fully with soil. Instead, the middle section of a tall pot should use lightweight filler materials. These can include coconut husk chunks, bark pieces, perlite mix, lightweight foam, or recycled filler. This layer serves two purposes. It reduces weight and improves airflow inside the pot. Airflow is extremely important because plant roots don't just need water, they also need oxygen. On top of this filler layer, you add your actual potting soil only where the plant roots will grow. Use a high-quality indoor potting mix that contains cocoa coir or peat moss, perlite, and organic compost. This ensures proper nutrition and drainage balance. A key mistake to avoid is overfilling the pot with soil just because it looks empty. In reality, plants only need soil around their root zone. The rest of the space should be used intelligently, not wasted. When layering correctly, your tall pot becomes a smart ecosystem instead of a heavy soil container. Water moves freely, roots breathe properly, and the plant grows in a stable environment. This is the difference between a plant that merely survives and one that grows tall, lush, and vibrant in a decorative indoor setup. Section 4. Planting and plant selection. Now comes the exciting part, actually placing your plant into the tall pot. But before you do that, choosing the right plant is just as important as the pot itself. Not all indoor plants are suitable for tall containers. You want plants that either grow upright or cascade beautifully over the sides. Some of the best choices include snake plant, strong vertical growth, very low maintenance ZZ plant, slow growing, glossy, very hardy fiddle leaf fig, dramatic tall statement plant pothos, perfect trailing plant for tall pots, now for planting. Start by gently removing the plant from its nursery pot. Be careful not to damage the roots. If the roots are tightly bound, gently loosen them with your fingers. Place the plant in the center of your prepared pot. Make sure it sits at the correct height, not too deep and not too high. Then begin adding your soil mix around the roots. Do this slowly and evenly, tapping the pot lightly so the soil settles naturally into gaps. Do not press the soil too hard. Compact soil reduces airflow and makes it harder for roots to grow. Leave about 2 to 3 centimeters of space at the top of the pot. This prevents water from overflowing when you water your plant. Finally, stabilize the plant by gently adjusting its position so it stands straight. If needed, add a few decorative stones on top to hold it in place and enhance the design. At this stage, your plant is officially settled into its new tall pot home. Section 5. Watering. Care and final setup watering is where most people make mistakes after planting in a tall pot. Because tall pots hold more soil depth, water behavior is very different compared to small pots. After planting, give your plant a slow, deep watering until you see excess water draining from the bottom. This helps settle the soil and remove air pockets around the roots. However, after this initial watering, the rule changes. Less is more. Tall pots retain moisture longer at the bottom layers even when the top looks dry. That's why many indoor plants die from overwatering in tall containers. Before watering again, always check the soil 2-5 centimeters below the surface. If it still feels slightly moist, wait longer. Each plant also has different needs. For example, snake plant needs very little water. Pothos prefers moderate watering. ZZ plant can survive long dry periods. Another important tip is stability. Tall pots can become top-heavy as plants grow. To prevent tipping, you can add heavier stones at the bottom layer or place the pot in a low-traffic corner. Also, rotate your plant every few weeks so it grows evenly toward light sources. Finally, remember this, a tall pot is not just decoration, it is a complete growing system. When managed correctly, it creates a strong, Stable environment where indoor plants can thrive for years. And that's it. Now you know exactly how to plant indoor plants in a tall pot the right way. No more soggy soil. No more weak roots and no more plants dying after a few weeks. When you combine proper drainage, smart soil layering, the right plant selection, and correct watering habits, your tall pot transforms into a professional-level indoor garden setup. This is the same method used in modern home styling and indoor plant design to create those Pinterest-worthy corners you always see online. If you follow these steps carefully, your plants won't just survive, they will grow stronger, greener, and more beautiful over time. Now it's your turn. Try this method with your own tall pot and see the difference for yourself. If you enjoyed this guide, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more plant care tips that actually work. See you in the next video, and happy planting!